And there we go. We are off and running. Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson here. Really excited to be live streaming today. Let's move this over here. Lots better. Great to have you on board. If you want to make money with YouTube, if you want to be able to move forward, grow a channel and make money at maybe with affiliate marketing, or perhaps you're really excited to make money with ads, sponsorship deals, I'm super excited today. I'm going to be sharing in depth a 60-minute presentation about channel growth and doing it in a manner that can allow you to make some money. Hey, if it's your first time here, welcome to the live stream. My name is Brian G. Johnson, and if you want to not only upload but amplify your videos, well, consider subscribing. I'm going to go ahead and share this out. Again, welcome to the live stream. It's looking pretty good. I think we have an audience. Fantastic. Great to see you guys. Welcome. I'm just going to drag some things around here. Let's pop out this chat first of all. Hey gang, thank you so much for stopping by. Really excited today to share making money, YouTube, growing a successful channel, science experiments like the one I'm doing right now. It's great to have you here. If you would be so kind to please share this URL, this link with people on Facebook, through your profile, maybe on Twitter, however you see fit. We will be moving forward in just a moment. I want to let you know as we jump into the presentation, I'm not going to be doing a lot of Q&A. I'm not going to be doing channel reviews. Today, I'm going through a 60-minute start to finish. This is how you make it work on YouTube. So great to have you guys here. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to move this over a little bit. We will do that like that. Excellent, excellent. Hey, Tim, nice to see you, my friend. And guys, sorry for this false start. Let me pull up my fancy control panel right here. And let's jump over to this transition. Just give me one moment, please. I'm going to jump on my YouTube page. And again, guys, we'll be underway in just a second. I just want to get things kind of set up. Looks actually pretty darn good. And now let's go into full presentation mode. So I want to let you know, again, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to YouTube, if you're trying to figure out how this stuff works, how you can make money, really in this presentation, I'm going to be sharing a lot of different ways that I've been making money here on YouTube. So let's just jump into it. You know, a few years ago, I wrote a book called Trust Funnel, and it was really my experience as an internet marketer with generating life-changing income online, millions of dollars. And I feel so blessed to be able to share this information with you. And then fast track, about a year later, I set my sights on YouTube. Now what's interesting is for many years, I had been really leveraging the power of video to be able to reach a lot of people, and more importantly, to generate income. And it's always been about three things. It's about establishing views. But quite honestly, here's what I want to share with you. You know, a lot of people get really hung up on this idea of views. It's not, you just can't get views. You've got to get the right kind of views. You've got to get the right kinds of subscribers. And when you do that, you can make all kinds of money. Like you can make money from YouTube ad dollars, advertising revenue. It's very simple. And when you set your channel up in the manner that I'm going to share with you today, you can make hundreds, thousands of dollars with advertisements. Furthermore, brand deals. Brand deals are absolutely amazing. Right now, you're looking at a screenshot in the biggest box is actually the FameBit website. And did you know that on FameBit, there are tons of companies that are actively looking for YouTubers? They want to pay YouTubers to sponsor them. In fact, TubeBuddy reached out to me and they were interested in working with me. And it's such an amazing thing to be able to show up on the TubeBuddy channel, a channel with over 100,000 subscribers, to share my message, to teach, to inspire, to entertain, to do all these things. And imagine TubeBuddy reached out to me. How that happened was based on exactly what I'm going to share with you today. And then it happened again. Morning Fame, a fantastic website that really shares how you can simplify the YouTube growth opportunity, how you can grow a channel quickly by really just simplifying the process. Nico reached out to me about a sponsored brand video. We did that, and today I'm actually part owner of the company. We're a team, me and Nico. So excited to tell you more about Morning Fame, and that's just two of the ways you can make money. Affiliate income. If you've ever wanted to make money with affiliate marketing, we're going to talk about how to do it the right way today. Like, over the past, holy smokes, 15, 16 years, I've made some life-changing income. And here's what's up. Anybody, regardless of race, religion, creed, experience, or lack thereof, can leverage the power of YouTube to move forward and make money. And clients, if you've got a service to offer, if you want to do coaching, if you want to work with individuals, you can do that and you can get paid. I've made tens of thousands of dollars by leveraging coaching, and you can do the same. We're going to talk about how to make this all happen today. And product sales, if you've got your own product, it could be a simple PDF. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. You can have a simple PDF and people will pay you for that. People have paid for PDFs for years. Today they're called ebooks or Kindle books. You can have a digital product. You can sell a video. And I've been lucky enough to have made, you know, $6,460, $29,860.50. Those are just two of the dozens and dozens of products I've sold online. And when it comes to making money, you know, you want to be able to grow a list. And you can do that with YouTube. And this is why I get so darn excited, guys. Holy smokes. And this is what I want you to think about right now as we move forward. The more diversified you are when it comes to making money, the better your chances of making that happen. You know, I make money with affiliate marketing, with ads. I make some great money with Super Chat. In fact, in this screenshot, you can see where I made hundreds of dollars in one Super Chat. Amazing. And the more you have opportunities from different revenue sources, whether it's a brand deal, you're making money from Super Chat or affiliate marketing. Here's what I want you to think about. The thing that I get so excited about today is that YouTube offers a residual opportunity that few companies, that few platforms offer. You can't find the kind of residual results. I call this residual results. And if you look at the image right now, Apple branding, and there is a video in the top 10 results for the keyword phrase Apple branding. It's been there for 10 years. 10 years. It's driven 24,000 views. And imagine if you had the opportunity to build a channel the right way. If you had the opportunity to configure, customize, and you really had some very deep strategies that allowed you to drive views with the videos you published year after year, you know, that's exactly what we're going to talk about over the next 55 minutes. And for those of you that are live right now and you want to ask questions, I will be here at the end of this presentation to support, to answer your questions. but I really want to stay focused and walk you through this process, because using what I have used, I was able to generate 10,490 subscribers in 1 year. And when you look at the growth of that image, you can see it just steadily climbs and climbs. And today, I actually put this presentation together about 3 months ago. And today, I'm just a few days away from 20,000 subscribers. It's even growing faster. You know what makes me sad? Is most people, they don't create channels in the specific manner that I'm going to share with you today. And if you don't take the time to craft a strategy, it's nearly impossible to get the results that you're after. And I just want to welcome those that are jumping in. We're talking about YouTube money, and you are at really how to do it right now. The goal is to drive more views and to convert those viewers into subscribers. But how do you do it? Well, this is a cue from YouTube. I've shared this so many times in my videos. And the reason being is that there are a few words in this sentence that really describe what's most important. Not just videos, but engaging videos. And not just engaging videos, but engaging videos that keep viewers watching. If there's one word, it's engaging. That's what separates those that have from those that have not. And if you're struggling, I want to let you know you absolutely can succeed. You absolutely can. And furthermore, by implementing what I'm going to share today in the next 30 minutes, you will see results. I guarantee it. If you implement this stuff, you will see results. Now, when we talk about engaging, it's all relative. Okay? Understand that YouTube really measures videos against one another. In other words, if you're publishing a video about legal resources, then how engaging that video is relative to other videos in that same niche. Okay, so if you're thinking, well, you know, it's pretty boring. I'm in the legal industry, or maybe, quite honestly, you know, Brian, I'm a little nervous. I just don't know how to create that engaging experience. Well, we'll talk about it today. And you know, what's really interesting is that when you go in and you measure your audience retention, like look at the analytical screenshot. We're inside analytics. And inside audience retention, they mention the word relative. Here's the first tip. Every time you publish a video, study your relative audience retention. For those of you that are here live and you're thinking you've talked about this, absolutely, because this is what matters. And here's what's really exciting. In this presentation, I break down strategies that I've never talked about outside of my Patreon, that I've never shared outside of my coaching clients. What you're about to discover is new, it's fresh, but there's going to be some best practices thrown in, and this is one of them. What is retention? What is relative retention? It shows a video's ability to keep viewers compared to other videos of a similar length. So that's what you really want to study as you move forward. Now, what if you're nervous about getting in front of the camera? Anybody here that feels like that? You know, geez, I am a little nervous, and I'm actually gonna move some things around here. This is fun. I'm glad I made it work. Not on the first attempt, but I made it work. And clearly we're doing some fancy stuff today with PowerPoint and OBS, and we're getting there. So just bear with me. If you're nervous about getting in front of the computer, then know this. This is what's essential. You've got to have good enough audio. And most of you right now, your audio is fine. As YouTubers, we're very critical of our own presentation. We're very critical of the technology that drives our videos, but your stuff is good enough. When it comes to what's essential, you've got to have good enough video, okay? And you've got to have that engaging relative result. And you've got to have a target market. And this is where most people drop the ball like that. This is just right from here already. We're going to start going into areas where 99% of the YouTubers that struggle are dropping the ball. They do not have a target market. And we're going to talk about what that is. Here's what's non-essential. You do not have to have an expensive camera. You do not have to have the lighting. You do not have to be on camera. Case in point, if you look at this early video of mine, okay, that white background, it's pink. That video was shot with an iPhone. The room sounded so echoey, yet it's driven 42,000 views as of 3 months ago. I bet today it's over 50,000. Poor audio, and you can still win, even if it's not perfect. And if you're nervous to put yourself on camera, no problem. There are channels right now like 1% Better and Positively Brainwashed. They do very simple screen capture videos and they drive huge amounts of views. They make great money and you can do the same. Right now, starting today, it's your turn. As we move forward, I'm going to share with you a 5-step approach. And what you can do is you can dial in with these 5 strategies. We're going to talk about the channel brand ritual. We're going to talk about the thumbnail ritual. If you've ever wanted to know like what constitutes a powerful thumbnail, I'm going to share it. If you've ever wanted to know, like, Brian, how can I jumpstart my results right now today? We're going to talk about it. If you're interested in suggested videos, well, I'm going to share how you can get into suggested by leveraging the piggyback ritual. We're going to talk about my exact match and more ritual, which is basically how I configure my SEO. This is what I want you to know. Successful YouTube is driven by search. Those of you that are really into YouTube, you understand, you know, you're pretty savvy and you're pretty smart. You understand that the most powerful views on YouTube come from suggested videos. But how do you get there? You get there through search. And we're going to talk about that. And Selma actually mentions, you know, Brian helped remind me that YouTube is both a search engine and a community. And now I'm optimizing my videos for both the algorithm and amazing people, and the magic is happening. Pixie dust. And Learn Colors, thank you so much for the super chat. It means the world. Let's just keep rolling. If you've ever wanted to show up on Google for your video, I'm going to share how as we move forward. What I'm sharing with you today is not based on an idea I had last week. I've spent months researching, but more importantly, I've spent month after month, implementing, testing, really configuring a method that would work for me, a strategy. And here you can see Jazzy Puppet, and he started following some of my strategies, and his channel absolutely blew up. And Mina mentions, you know, after watching some videos from Brian, I tweaked a few of my my videos, and holy smokes, tons of my videos are now ranking for my target keyword phrase. I'm going to show how you can make that happen too. Remember that bad video I showed with the poor audio and the pink background? I am #1 right now for Apple branding out of 400,000 results, and that video shows up all over the place. Thank you, Learn Colors with Auntie Joy's Toys. Thank you for the super chat. I've got 3 monitors going right now, and I'm just even not sure how this is happening, but I'm not going to question it. I'm going to keep rolling. How do we get the YouTube success? It starts, like I mentioned, by search. We've got to identify how to rank videos in search. And this is why, because it's the easiest thing to be able to tap into. If you understand what I'm going to share as we move forward, it's really not that hard. And over time, you're going to be able to put videos in suggested, you're going to get into browse, you're going to drive more views, you're going to gain subscribers. Now, here's what happens. When you start targeting and leveraging the strategy, the ritual methodology, well, what happens is you're going to start increasing your watch time minutes. And what that looks like is this. I want to draw your attention again to my video on Apple branding. Now, notice, look at the growth line. March 23rd, nothing. All the way into April 24th, 2 or 3 views a day. Into May 26th, maybe a whole 10 or 20 views a day. Not that much happening. So many people feel like they're failing. If you have really been focused on YouTube for a few months, I want you to think about that graphic you see on the page. Notice after about 5 months, my views blew up. Today, this video drives 200 views a day. And why is that? Well, because I got into search, I drove 4 to 5 to 10 views a day, and then I hit enough minutes watched, and then the video got pushed into suggested. Okay, so I earned enough minutes watched. There you can see the green circle. And then what happened is I got pushed into suggested videos. Bam! And check this out. What I'm sharing with you is based on results. What I'm going to share with you, you can implement. You can return to this presentation. This isn't just a live stream. This is a step-by-step plan of action that you can use to get into suggested. Now, when I took this screenshot, this one video, Steve Jobs on the secrets of branding, drove 800 views to my video. Just this one video. And here's what's up. My video is in suggested across thousands of videos, and that's how I'm driving hundreds of views every single day. Success begins when viewers in your target market find your videos valuable. When that happens, they're going to be more likely to take action. Thus, the goal becomes to make it easy. That right there is so important. The goal becomes to make it easy for those people in your market to see the value in your channel. And the first step is you've got to create a brand that is memorable. You've got to take the time to create something so when somebody lands on your channel, they go, wow, this looks cool. And people say that kind of thing when you take the time to customize. And I'm going to share how to do that. If you're a gamer, well, this is my bro, Level Cap Gaming. I've been following this guy for about 4 or 5 years. Today he's got millions of subscribers. Everything is consistent on his channel. Everything is congruent. Notice the green in the channel art. Notice that the green has been included in the text on the thumbnails. On every single thumbnail. That way you remember, oh, that's Level Cap Gaming. Let's say you're into food. I've got some pals, Mark at Sauce Stash, and lots of cool people in the Tube Ritual group on my Patreon page that have channels around food, whether they're cooking or they're eating out at restaurants. And it's the same thing. Jamie Oliver knows. He knows that he's got to take the time to create a consistent and congruent brand. And can anybody identify his brand colors? What are Jamie Oliver's brand colors? Any ideas? Drop them in the comments because I can see them, because clearly I've taken YouTube too far. I've got so many monitors. I do not even have enough freaking room on my desk. And these gals at Tone It Up are doing such an amazing job at driving a business and making money. And it's thought out and it's consistent. You know what they use is they use pastels. And there's congruency on their channel. Notice the channel art is simple. It's easy to understand. It begins with having a target market. This is where success begins. You've got to understand who you're going to serve before you build. Okay, if you're a gamer and you want to create a channel on gaming, what kind of gaming? Are you going to do mobile gaming? That would be really cool. Really fun games you can play on your phone or your iPad. Maybe it's just iPhone or Apple. Maybe it's for Android. Maybe you're a gamer that's interested in retro games. The more you understand who it is that you're going to serve, who it is that will watch your videos, the better off you'll be. And once you've identified the target market, well, then you can craft around that. A target market is a group of consumers. Think of them as viewers, a group of viewers at which a particular product or service is aimed. Now, if you're thinking a product or service, well, if you're making videos, a video is a product. Every time you make a video, it's a product. And you can make that advertising money around your product because advertisers want to get their message in front of people. It begins with having understanding. So those gals that Tone It Up, if I were to say, I would say that their target market is women. It's definitely not men. And they're not gals that are, 18 to 28. These are women between 30 and 50 who want to get in shape and they want to look sexy. They want to get that sexy back. That is the target market. That is the demographic. And they do such an amazing job at really dialing that in. Matthew, thank you so much. This is Steve Jobs on being memorable. And this is Steve Jobs. This really gets at the heart of it. Think of how noisy YouTube is. Steve says it's a very noisy world. Anybody here agree with Steve that YouTube is also very noisy? And Steve says it's a very noisy world, and we're not going to get a chance to get people to remember much about us. No company is. So we need to be really clear on what we want them to know about us. This is where branding begins. This is where YouTube's success begins. We need to be really clear. A channel, you've got to know who you're going to connect with. A successful channel begins by targeting one single target market, and this is the thing that so many struggle with. And I get it. I struggle with it too. But here's what's up. Success is really important to me. I really want to make that money because I do not want to return to the professional kitchen. I don't want to flip burgers for a living. So I'm willing to sacrifice and to choose a single target market. And like I said, this is one of the biggest mistakes. This is such a huge mistake. Someone creates a channel. I'm super excited. This YouTube thing is going to be fun. And I've been watching all the big channels and they're blowing up. They've got all these subscribers and I'm really into, I think, well, I like gaming and I like vlogging sounds cool. And then there's working out. I definitely work out and I like motivation, but gaming, yep, gaming is definitely going to be it. So they launch a channel around gaming. They're super excited. They release a few videos around gaming and they start getting some success, but then they make the blunder. They do the thing that so many of us, I did this a lot. Here's the thing, what you see is the last channel I created a year and a half ago, but I've been on YouTube since 2007 and this is what I did back in the day. Hey, let's talk marketing. Let's talk about marketing. Let's talk about gaming. Oh, and you know what? I'm excited about weight loss. And when you do this, you really set yourself up for poor channel performance. I'm going to say that again. When you do this, you set yourself up for poor channel performance. Why? Well, you got 99 problems. Number one, subscriber growth drops. When someone lands on your channel and they're super excited about weight loss, but they see marketing stuff and gaming, well, it's not super clear that your channel's about weight loss because you got this other stuff there. So subscriber growth drops. But it gets worse. It turns out that the retention, now we just qualified how retention is so incredibly important. YouTube says so. YouTube says retention matters. Think about the people that subscribe to your channel for marketing, but you just uploaded a gaming video, or vice versa. They might watch, but they don't watch very long. And that poor retention equals poor rankings. And you struggle to drive views because you haven't really taken the time to identify your target market, or you didn't really sacrifice. And you started going all over the place, and it gets worse because you get the poor rankings means you get few views, you get so discouraged, you're disappointed, you're jaded. And I want to ask, like, how many of you are in that spot right now? You're disappointed, you're jaded, you're not sure it can work. And the reason why is because when you're all over the place, it's really hard to hit the kind of metrics that YouTube rewards. And in the end, the YouTuber quits. And I mean, you know, here's the thing. I'm a pretty emotional dude, and I'm very passionate, and I love what I do, and I'm here to help and support, and this bums me out. So if you want success, understand that there is some form of sacrifice that's needed, because if you try to do it all, it's really hard to make that work. So how can we move forward? How can we get the results? How can we establish a channel that really not only drives views, but allows us to make money, like serious life-changing money? Well, it begins with congruency. Does anybody know what the word congruency means? Anybody? What does it mean, congruency? It means in harmony. It means in harmony. Things are harmonious. And if you look at my channel art and my thumbnails, notice the red is found in both. That's harmonious. For me, what I think about when I think of a brand is not a logo, but it's a feeling. How do you want people to feel when they land on your channel? For me, I wanted fun. I wanted a little bit wacky. I wanted a little bit zany, but I also wanted to deliver the kind of information that would get people to return. Fun, quirky, but detailed information that people can use to move forward. And once you have that identified, you can craft a value proposition. Remember when Steve, now that's Steve Jobs, he mentioned we need to be really clear on what we want people to know. Now, when Steve said that, he was actually talking to the head marketing team at Apple, and he was unveiling the Think Different campaign. And everything that he talked about was centered around a value proposition. Nike, just do it. M&M's, melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Brian G. Johnson TV, stake your claim, amplify your message. That's a value proposition. It's easy, it's clear, it really symbolizes why people should watch your videos. What's in it for me? You've got to honor the viewer. And that's the next point. You know, the viewer is asking, what do I get? Okay, I just landed on your channel. Why does it matter? And what you can do is think about all those viewers. And they're there and they're on your channel and they're right now like, what do I get? You got 4 seconds and you better make it worth my while. What do I get? Congruency. You can create a congruent channel by crafting cover art. okay, that is in alignment with your profile picture, that is also in alignment, in harmonious with your thumbnails. Nick Nimmin in the house. We've got all the cool kids. It's great that you're here. Welcome. We are digging deep, not just on YouTube, but on successful YouTubing, making the money, driving the views. The poodle lifestyle. Font, style, colors, icons, border, contrast, level cap gaming. He does this. So does Evan Carmichael. He does it too. He's got a style. He's congruent. He uses the same colors, the same fonts, just like the gals do at Tone It Up. And are you doing this? And I'm going to throw down and I'm going to ask for your participation right now. If you're not doing this and you want success, I'd love a bit of honesty. Just raise your hand and say, you know what, I could step up my game. Just type it right in the comments. And if you do that, you're going public. You're going to be more accountable. And furthermore, if you're really into it, say, you know what, not only do I need to do this, I want to let you all know, all 53 of you that are watching live right now, I'm going to do it. I encourage you to make this happen. This is my brand. These are my colors. These are all the things that you can do to move forward, and it will help you. This is so important because when someone lands on your page, you've got a split second to be able to make it happen. You've got a split second to let someone know you've taken the time. Let's talk about thumbnail design. So incredibly powerful. I've got some very specific ideas that I have when it comes to creating a thumbnail. Okay, first off, very often when you're designing your thumbnail, you're looking at a huge image. You're thinking, wow, this looks pretty cool, and you've got all kinds of stuff. You got a lot of text. You got different elements. There might be a border, maybe not, maybe different colors. Maybe you like to throw in different icons, but at the end of the day, this is what happens. The viewers that see your thumbnail see a very, very small image. So when you're designing, you really want to think about, you know, I'm not designing for this. When people see my thumbnail, it is not going to be huge. No. What they're going to see is this. It's our job to take the time to make it easy for viewers to get it. Should I use a teleprompter? And the one word is teleprompter, thingy. And it's like, should I use a teleprompter? Question mark. I like very little text. Less is more because I can make the words bigger. Okay? You can make some great thumbnails at canva.com. You can use pixlr.com. Both of these are free. I use the app Pixelmatter. I also use WordSwag, and my pal Nick Nimmin, who's in the chat right now, he's at Tuber Tools, and he's got lots of resources for YouTubers to check out. And furthermore, lastly, Fiverr. Here's what's up. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg. If you don't have the technical know-how, get someone to create some basic templates and just add text. Next, I want to share how I was able to generate an increase of views of 439% in about 5 to 6 weeks. Now, furthermore, I did this with a channel that was nowhere. This was a brand new channel with very few subscribers, maybe 500 subscribers, hardly any videos, no results, no authority. And when I started, I was driving about 200 to 300 views a day. And when I finished, I was driving 12 to 1300 views. That's an increase of 439%. And again, we talked about targeting the single target market. This is where it begins. All the videos you publish target the one market, and that's it. This is how it works. On the left, you can see my channel. Imagine that, it's the channel page. And the hierarchy is from a channel to a specific playlist. You're going to create a very specific playlist, and you're going to target very specific types of content, okay? I like to think about this as deeply covering content themes. Now, let me give you an example. I created lots of videos on how to edit with iMovie. I created like 10 videos around iMovie on iOS. And because of that, I got great results. I'll explain why as we move forward. Okay? And when you do this, this is what happens. This is the result. You're going to start publishing more videos on the same topic. These viewers are going to come in, they're going to subscribe, and the next video you publish is on the same thing that they just subscribed for. The same thing that they've said, hey, I'm interested in this. And that leads to more views, but not any kind of views, because we talked about the fact that it's just not views. These are targeted views from the same kind of people. They opt in, and this is exactly what happens. We're targeting one single target market. Just like you can see here, let's say we're doing maybe men's style. Like there's plenty of channels like how to be a cool dude, how to dress, how to act, how to get the babes, how to be powerful, how to have charisma on command, a fantastic channel, etc. And when you do this, this is what happens. When you craft a channel and you're covering specific content themes, all of your videos are going to show up in the sidebar, a vast majority. And that's going to lead to more views, which pushes your watch time. Remember the graph of the Apple branding video? And I showed you what happened after 5 months. Well, this is one of the reasons that I made it happen, because I build in playlists. I really leverage all the tools that YouTube offers to drive more views. I mentioned creating playlists, and I mentioned covering very specific types of content. This is the proof. iPhone, iMovie tutorial videos. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 videos on iMovie. And then I've got another playlist that's dedicated to apps for video editing. Okay? It just keeps getting better, because when you do this, when you continue to target similar keyword phrases, often you'll have multiple videos show up for one keyword search. If you were to search right now YouTube keyword research, you would find I have at least 2 to 4 videos in the top 20 results of YouTube, and this is how you get noticed, especially when you follow what I'm talking about with having brand colors, having a brand style, understanding how you want to make people feel, and really taking the time to create that experience, because then your stuff stands out like a sore thumb. And this is exactly how we leverage suggested videos. Is this making sense, guys? And here's what's up. I want to share with you, this really isn't from me. Think of me as a messenger. I'm not smart enough to have all this stuff dialed in. I just dig around a lot. I like to explore what YouTube says, and I found this piece of information in the YouTube help section. And I think Nick Nimmin shared it. We share a lot, Nick and I. This is what YouTube says about the suggested algorithm. The algorithm prioritizes videos that lead to a longer overall watch time or viewing session, rather than videos that get more clicks. If a viewer watches your videos beyond the first click, that's really what I want you to think about. If you want to get into suggested, then think about that statement. If viewers watch your videos beyond the first click, those videos are likely to be suggested more often. So think of the box on the left as one of your videos. Someone clicks on it, then they watch another one of your videos, they click on that, and they click on a third video, then you've satisfied the algorithm. This is what I think we should do, because this is what YouTube is telling us to do. Here's a tip. Playlists are powerful and they can help you do better in suggested videos. So once you craft your playlist page, or your channel page rather, you're going to go to playlists. Then you're going to click on new playlist. You're going to create a new playlist. You can see here I'm naming it Playlist Ritual. And when you do that, one of the last things you're going to do is you're going to tick the box that says set as official series for this playlist. Now, when you do that, what you're doing is you're creating an official playlist, and YouTube has publicly gone on record saying that, you know, if you create an official playlist, you're going to be more likely to show up in suggested videos, which ultimately mean more of everything we want, watch time, views, etc. And by the way, what I'm sharing with you right now, this will allow any channel, regardless of age, race, religion, creed, experience, or lack thereof, the ability to move forward and compete. When I ranked the video for YouTube algorithm, I ranked it on January 4th of this year, 2017. At the time, my channel had 7,500 subscribers, very few. And I was competing with channels like Daryl Leaves with 362,000 subscribers. I was competing against channels that were like 30 times my size, channels that had 700,000 subscribers. Some of the channels on the page one for a YouTube algorithm have millions and millions. And why this works is we're leveraging what YouTube wants us to leverage. If you've ever wanted to show up on someone else's, quite honestly, I have never shared this publicly. This is powerful. If you grasp and apply what I'm about to share with you, and if you implement, you will do better. You will get more results. Scout's honor, like my hand's on my chest right now. When you look at the video results, I want you to think of three things, okay? Number one is watch time, number two is relevancy, and number three is retention. All of these matter very much when we take a look at the algorithm. Retention, relevancy, accumulated watch time. And there's my video. A different video. Okay, Daryl Leaves, 362,000 views. Brian G. subscribers, 362,000 subscribers. Brian Johnson, new channel, has been around for 6 months, just trying to scrape by. And yet, how did I make that happen? By leveraging exactly what I'm going to share. I was able to make this happen in 29 days. And furthermore, in those 29 days, Daryl's video drove 957 views. Very powerful. Now remember, this is what YouTube has said. If viewers watch your video beyond the first click, those videos are more likely to be suggested more often. If viewers watch your videos beyond the first click, those videos are likely to be suggested more often. You want people to dive deep into your content. The reason I keep talking about the YouTube algorithm is that somebody that clicks on my video in the sidebar is going to be more likely to click on a video about the algorithm because they've shown interest in that. But it gets better. You see, here's the thing. When we talk about suggested videos, watch time is king, and it's really hard to compete. Now, this is what I mean. If you look at the top video, Nick's actually in it, right? How to properly start a YouTube channel. That video has 117,000 views. Think about the amount of watch time. I can't get into that video, but Daryl published a new video And that was the hint right there, a new video. And I can compete on the watch time because Daryl doesn't have a lot of it yet. A new video has less watch time. Are you guys following this? This is like, you just hang with me and you apply this stuff. You stake your claim. You decide that, you know, I'm really going to go for it. I'm not just going to watch. I'm not going to listen. I'm going to publish videos. I'm going to do the stuff. I'm going to get with Brian. I'm going to ask for his advice, and I'm going to share how you can do that as we move forward. Now, relevancy matters. Watch time, relevancy, and retention. Relevancy matters. What is relevancy? Well, the definition is closely connected. So obviously my video that starts with YouTube algorithm is closely connected to Daryl's video that also is about the YouTube algorithm. And we know we need to drive multiple clicks. So what do? You do this. Do what I'm about to share and you will get results. You want to start off with relevant channel research. You're going to find 5 channels. 5 channels that are where you want to be. 5 channels that are in your niche. And you're going to subscribe to those channels. Okay, you're going to subscribe. And guys, how's the audio and everything? I'm curious. Hopefully it's okay. So you subscribe to the 5 channels, right? And then you're going to start to research. You're going to research. So if you're in a gaming channel, what you're going to do is you're going to, you know, subscribe to the channels that are similar to yours. And you're going to go and you're going to pay attention. Not good audio, bad audio. Dang it all. Dang it. I thought I was doing such an amazing, it's good. Audio is very crackly, a little jumpy. Oh, well, I'll just keep rolling. We'll try for better next time. Live and learn, right? You're going to research these 5 channels. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull up most popular. It's working. There you go, Nick. It's working. You're going to pull up most popular. And when you look at most popular, you're also going to wait. Okay? You're going to pay attention to what these channels are targeting. And let me do this. You're going to pay attention to these channels that are the videos that are most popular because these videos have driven the most views. And make a list of these videos on the 5 channels. Make a list of potential topics you can cover. Yes, you're a little late, but no problem. Welcome. Back away from the microphone. Okay, can do. How's that? Is it better? So you're going to do that. Very powerful. And then you're going to wait. And here's why I say wait, because when you see a channel that publishes a video on a subject that you're excited about, if you publish a video, you're going to be more likely to get into those suggested videos. Right? Very, very powerful. I want to go back to this. This is what I want to show you. So again, here's Daryl's video, and he published it and it had 0 views. It had 0 watch time. So I didn't have to compete as much on watch time. And then I published my video and I was able to grab that position and it stuck. Months later, my video has driven thousands of views. So super powerful strategy right there. Lastly, I want to share with you how I upload and optimize my videos. So before I make a video, before I film, what I do is I identify a keyword phrase. And I really want to know what the keyword phrase I'm going to compete against and on and so on. And I want to know that because when I create the video, when I film, whether it's screen capture or whether I'm on video, then what I want to do is I want to say those words. And this is helpful because it goes into the closed captions. And then I'm going to add the exact keyword phrase to my video title. Okay, so if you look at my screenshot, YouTube algorithm change explained 2017. So I'm going to show you what I targeted as we move forward. And then also I leverage what I call keyword stemming tags. This is very specific that you can use to ultimately drive more views. And furthermore, when I create a description, I create a video description based on the keyword phrase I'm targeting. Now, if watch time increases, then I may add additional keyword phrases later. Let me show you how this works. Now, when I uploaded this video, I targeted YouTube algorithm explained. And notice that my video title is YouTube algorithm change explained. Now, I added change later. In other words, when I published, it was just YouTube algorithm explained 2017. And I do this because of relevancy. If you open up the filters tab, okay, that's the little button the arrow's pointing to. If you open up that filters tab, you'll see the results are sorted by relevancy. In fact, if you look at the search term, you'll notice it says YouTube algorithm explained, and notice my description, the same phrase has been bolded, and that's because YouTube has identified that I have included the exact match, YouTube algorithm explained. And these are the ranking factors, right? So watch time minutes really matter. As a video gains views, then the video accumulates watch time. Audience retention, as mentioned, is huge. This is how new channels blow up. This is how new channels can compete, because your audience retention is great. And I'll show you what that looks like as we move forward. And keyword relevancy. So notice that my keyword title, my video title rather, was very short and targeted around YouTube algorithm explained. I had very few other words. I only included two, 2017 and change. Relevancy means closely connected, right? There's the keyword phrase, YouTube algorithm explained. So before you film, take the time. All you do is you go to the search bar, you pull it up, you take a look at what YouTube suggests, and you choose the best keyword phrase that makes the most sense for your video. You don't choose the one that you think is going to get more views. You choose the one that's closely related. This is what Casey says about creating videos. You don't have to have a crazy detailed script, but he's got some ideas. He takes the time to think about what he's going to create. So my scripts look very simple. A few bullet points, a few ideas, and that's it. But at the top is the keyword phrase I'm going to target. And then in the first 15 seconds, I say the keyword phrase. Why? Because I want people to know that are searching for YouTube algorithm explained that I'm going to deliver. And not only did I say it, I put the words in text in the video. And then thirdly, this is how I create an exact keyword match. If someone searches for YouTube algorithm explained, I put only that phrase in the video title. And it's very powerful because I'm scoring high on relevancy, closely connected. The video title is closely connected to the keyword query. Next, I'm going to create video tags based on the exact keyword phrase I'm targeting. So I'm looking at YouTube algorithm, because YouTube algorithm is closely connected to YouTube algorithm explained. So I add YouTube algorithm, I add YouTube algorithm 2017, YouTube algorithm change, YouTube algorithm explained, and so on. I add more phrases than singular keywords. Phrases are more powerful because what you add as a tag is going to get a slight boost in search rankings. So look at the keywords, use those as YouTube tags, and you'll boost your results. And there you can see it. You want to add the exact keyword to your video tag. this is a keyword stemming. I actually just went into this a bit, but you go back to the keyword tool and you just look at, you know, what people are searching for. So here you could see that I identified people were searching for YouTube algorithm 2017, YouTube algorithm change, and that's why I created those video tags. You can see the second row, YouTube algorithm change. You can see on the top row, YouTube algorithm 2017. Wasn't my idea. I took these suggestions from YouTube. Okay? Yeah, Kieran, like I talk about this stuff a lot in my videos, but I talk about so much, and this is how you optimize. This is how you blow up YouTube. And thanks, guys. How's the audio now? I'm just curious. Is it a little better now that I've backed away about, 7 inches? Now, here's what you do. If your watch time increases, in other words, if your video is driving views, then you may, after 3 or 4 weeks, you may want to return and add a few other keyword phrases. If the video is increasing watch time, right? If it's gaining watch time, if the video is also ranking. So I wanted to rank for YouTube algorithm explained, and it was number 2 on like day 2 or 3. I was number 2. Then I went back and I modified the title to add a few keyword phrases. Again, you only modify your metadata if you've driven results. If you're already ranking for the first keyword you've targeted, you may add a few more on. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to drop out of this presentation now. Well, that was kind of fun. We still have to do some work on the audio. You know, I got to remember, I got a little bit more up when I present than I did in testing, so maybe I was a bit crackly. Let's go back here to the video. Excellent. Guys, I'll take your questions in just a bit here. Let's transition. There we go. So thank you so much for stopping by and participating in this first presentation. I'm really excited not just to do live streams, but to create some nice presentations based on what to do step by step, from building a brand to optimizing the metadata, to leveraging suggested views, to understanding how the algorithm works, to designing thumbnails and more. And I want to give you an opportunity right now to connect with me and work with me on an ongoing basis. I've got a Patreon page set up, and here's what's really exciting. It's not just a page, it's actually a mini course, 18 videos walking you step by step how to research, how to optimize, how to go into a lot more depth. And furthermore, like the piggyback marketing, the suggested video strategy, there are a number of videos on that in my Patreon course. And if you check out the link in the description, you'll find a link to my Patreon. And it's pretty darn affordable. It's less than $20 a month, and you've got access to me. Ask me questions, ask me feedback on your thumbnails, your channel. Furthermore, there's just so much that I've hooked up. In fact, I just want to show you. Let's go back here. I'll show you what is available right now. Let's transition. We're transitioning. Excellent. Yeah, well, we're definitely going to do more of these kind of streams as we move forward. I know what's going on. Let's do this. Whoa, very fancy. Dual monitors for the win. If I open this up and I go to Patreon, you see, it's not just so much. And let's see here. How do you like this? I don't know if I can log in right now. I can, but let me see if I can do this. Hang on, let's see. Excellent. Okay. Pretty amazing when you actually remember your password. So I just want to show you kind of what we have here. You see, it's not just so much a Patreon. I've actually configured it like a members area in a course. And for those of you that are in my Patreon, I want to make sure you're aware. If you come down to Tube Ritual Fast Track, so notice my mouse right now, and yeah, it looks like we're doing fine. If I click on Tube Ritual Fast Track, you'll see I've got many videos in this course, like 20 videos, 18 videos. Starts off with the introduction. We got Gord Eisman in there, Sim is in there, lots of cool people in. 30-day ritual challenge video. We've got a video on goals and going public. We've got a goals on sacrifice. I talk about piggyback video marketing in depth in this course. There's actually 2 videos that go through it. This is the first one. There's Sunny and there's Sim again. And this one is the video idea ritual. This is actually how if we come into here, see if this will, you can kind of, I don't know if you can see this, but this is actually a screenshot of how a video, I should say, of how I'm using iPad notes to really organize my ideas. Super powerful, really a cool video. And there's just so much here. Furthermore, you know, inside my Patreon, there really is a lot that comes with it. You have access. Let me just come back here. Excellent. You have access to me. Obviously, you can ask me questions. I'm in there all the time. Furthermore, you've got access to digital versions of both of my books. So that's Trust Funnel and Tube Ritual. You can download those inside of my Patreon. So for those of you that didn't know that, it's available right now. And we've got live sessions just with Patreons. Our first live session will be happening in the next week or so before September. And here's why I'm excited. I get to share in real time what I'm doing to grow my channel. I get to share the ideas and strategies, again, that I'm implementing. Like I'll tell you right now, there is something really exciting that's happening in just a few weeks. And I'm super excited to share what that is with my Patreons. And I can do that on the inside of this membership site. So I wanted to mention that it's available for you. If you guys have any questions, I would love to answer those questions for you. I'm just going to try to drop out of some of these crazy windows. And I want to move around some of these toolbars. Sure is nice to have dual monitors. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Again, really appreciate it. And again, just drop me a link, or drop me a comment and let me know what you think about the audio right now. I'm kind of curious. Is it a bit better? And like I said, I will address any questions. I'll hang out for another 15, 20, 30 minutes. And it's been a lot of fun doing this first one with you. I really like the way it came out. I think it worked out pretty well. We just have to play around with the audio and we'll get that figured out. So that's pretty cool. And someone says the video's lagging. That could be. It's way better. Great. So it's probably just a distance issue. So that's cool. Fantastic. Thanks for the details on that. I'm still like, I still want to pull stuff around. Yeah, you know what, Nick? We got it done, right? We made it happen here on the live stream, and I'm so excited because for me, it's like I'm growing just like you guys. I'm learning how to use all the tools, whether it's a DSLR, whether it's video, backdrop lighting, whether it's focusing, whether it's editing, Final Cut Pro. There's a lot to learn, and I'm really excited about where things are at for me and more. It could be, it definitely could be the audio bandwidth. That's just something that I have to deal with, and you guys have to deal with too. So if it's a bit choppy, that's just the bandwidth, and we'll just have to deal with that, or not. You know, some people might have to drop out because of it. Excellent, Aiden. I'm glad you found it helpful. Yeah, definitely could be the bandwidth, True Financials. Excellent. Well, I don't see a lot of questions, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and participating and hanging out with me. Man, I love the picture, looks a lot better. And Nick, I pulled off the auto focusing. I think that's that jarring kind of like back and forth thing you get. So that kind of helped quite a bit. And I definitely like the colors. And man, this webcam is fantastic. Really awesome. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Last call, if you've got a question, I can answer it for you. Yeah, I might be pushing to, I'm going to drop my bit rate. I tried to push it up to 2,500 again. So I'm going to drop it down to 2,000, and we'll try 2,000 on the next stream, Tim, and we'll see if that is the case indeed. Just for the fun of it, let's go into settings now. I don't know if this will do anything, but let's put it back down to, today when I was testing, I thought I had 2,000 and I put it to 200, and you should have seen that stream. Pretty bad. Yeah, maybe a lower resolution. I think I've got that figured out, but we'll just see if lowering the bit rate will help. How to choose a title from the popular videos that you said. So as far as Muhammad, as far as like how can you choose a title, I've talked about this quite a bit. Let me show you like what I do. Let's go to display capture. So here you see we're on a Google. I'm going to go to YouTube. So someone give me a topic. Hey, Ben McFuzzy Lugs, take care, my friend. Nice to see you. Someone give me a topic, and I'll show you really how I do my keyword research, and we'll check that out. Someone give me a topic. And I'll show you, like, if I wanted to do PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, popular game. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. So this is the most popular keyword phrase, right? And it's very, very competitive, really hard to compete. We have Jacksepticeye, number 3. We have PewDiePie, number 1. But if you go through the alphabet, you're going to find all these different keyword phrases that you can target. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, all weapons, aiming, Android. You come into B, you're going to get best kills, best moments, best guns, best settings. Any keyword phrase that you have, you can go through and you can really scroll through the alphabet to find a plethora, a huge amount of keywords that you may want to target. How to go from number 5 ranking to number 1. Hey, Marlon, nice to see you. The thing I would say, Marlon, is you really want to look at your relevancy. Okay, let me show you exactly what I mean by that. So look at this, guys, okay? In my niche, a great keyword phrase for me to target would be how to get more views on YouTube. Okay, this keyword phrase has a ridiculous amount of people searching for it. Very, very high volume of search terms. It's also got 286 million. Now check this out. When we talk about relevancy, if I copy this phrase and then I go into edit and I go to find and I hit find again, this window comes up, and notice now we've got the keyword phrase highlighted in yellow. And notice all the videos that have included exactly the keyword phrase I want to rank for. And most of them have just that. Like here we have Sean with video influencers, how to get more views on YouTube, and he's only added 2017. So these YouTubers understand the power of relevancy, and giving you a boost. And if you've kind of got this thing going on, it's going to be very, very competitive. Furthermore, like I mentioned, there are 286,000 views. So what I do is I look for other keyword phrases I may want to rank for. Like this is the same thing, increase YouTube views. It's the same kind of keyword, but instead of 286 million results, there are 9.2 million results. So instead of that competition, if I look at how many of these videos are optimized for relevancy, and I come in to find, okay, and now I paste that in, you'll see there are very few videos that are optimized for relevancy. Like so far, in the top 5 or so videos, only my video includes how to increase YouTube views. So because of that, I get a bit of a boost. So like when you're, let's say you're number 5 and you want to increase, that's tricky and you just need more views. But when you start from beforehand, before you publish a video, and you identify a keyword phrase that is not too competitive, and furthermore, where the other videos haven't been optimized for relevancy, that's how you can increase your rankings. I would love some keyword ideas for fan fiction. Okay, so again, what I would do is I would go fan fiction, and I would go just do the alphabet. Fan fiction A, fan fiction audiobook, animated, Dan and Phil fan fiction, or let's say Overwatch. And then I'm going to go fan. Okay, there we go. So fan fiction is coming up. So now I'm going into a specific thing, right? And now I'm going to go A, nothing, B, Overwatch, Baston. So Baston is a character, and this is how, again, you can identify some ideas that are not only ideas, but what people are searching for. Sombra, Lemon, Genji, and Mercy. So this is how I do it. It's always about doing the keyword research to identify. Bonsai summer pruning. Okay, great. So let's do, I would do bonsai, and then I would do pruning. Okay, and I would start off, when I do research, I try to minimize the amount of words I start off with. So MIK Bonsai, nice to see you. Your example was summer pruning, which you can kind of add that and you're going to know, but what are people searching for, more often? And by adding less keywords, you're going to get more examples. Now we have azalea. Okay, great. Pruning a bonsai tree. Like that would be a great video title. Just that, pruning a bonsai tree. In fact, I would encourage you to make that video, pruning a bonsai tree. And if I come in and I do B and C, compound, Chinese elm, cedar, and D and E, and it's the same thing for every single niche. It's really always going back to YouTube, thinking about how other people use YouTube search, and really just looking for ideas and so on. Could I grow my channel without commentary? Redone 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're not in your videos and you're not doing commentary, can you grow your channel? Absolutely, without question. Is it going to be more difficult? Absolutely, because YouTubers are the common theme. They're the glue that holds things together. So you can do it, but I would encourage you. Like if you want to grow, get a microphone. If you're like, well, my voice is bad. Well, of course, you haven't done it. You haven't practiced. And my commentary was bad too. My delivery was bad 10 years ago, but I've practiced, and you can too. All right, Heart Key Creations, thanks for stopping by. And Matthew, it was great to see you drop in the stream today. You are amazing. Love your info. Thank you so much. That was nice of you. Thank you, Green Screen Mastery. Appreciate it. Gang, I think we're going to shut down. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll do this again real soon, and we will drop the bit rate. We will play around, and we'll figure out how to make it better. So thanks a lot, And let's actually do this. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. I just want to say thanks. It was fun, and we keep getting better. It keeps getting better. So we'll see you next time. Poof! Pixie dust.